Hello YouTube, welcome to Sunday in the Shop. Stay tuned and we'll show you how we made this screwdriver. And I'm going to make one note. I might not have mentioned it, but in the pictures you'll see this is a cardboard ring I added to it. It's off like a roll of tape. Okay, here we go. Sit back and enjoy about a half hour and look at all the pictures on this one. This was a major rebuild. Hello YouTube. I'm trying not to whine. What did I do to be punished like this? I keep saying that. I hope the people who give me this stuff know I'm kidding. But then again, part of you is like, wait a minute. Are they sitting back there like, you probably don't know Snidely Whiplash from Dudley Do-Right cartoon. You know the villain where he twirls his mustache? I'll get him. Or one of the Batman villains. Let's see, get out of this mess. Really? I gotta stop. They're gonna think I'm serious. He really was upset. Look at this ugly thing. You know what it took to cut this tape off and it's cold? Yeah, I'm whining. I've got to. I saved this till last. This is one of them. Let's grumble through the whole job. No. Look at this. What am I supposed to do with that? I'm actually thinking about taking epoxy, making this wood thing around in faux wood paint job. We're going for it, man. We've got the weekend coming up. I mean, that's what we're on. We're on a Saturday, so we got all weekend. It's going to be 40 degrees outside. Be plenty warm to get out here and do this. So we've got 2 days of warm weather to fix this thing. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. Make fun of me. Go ahead, laugh. I'm man enough. I can take the teasing. Going on here in the comments. Quit whining, Jim. You can do it. Yeah, I need some motivation. I'm already done with it. I get a kick out. I knew you could do it. That's what I'm looking for. I knew you could do it. You think I can make this round again with a bunch of putties? Look at this. Look at this. What did you do? It's like when your dog, does something wrong on the floor. What did you do? Look what you did. Oh, let's get to work. Enough of this. There, you got your entertainment out of me. I'm laughing. I picked this up. I go, I saved this till last. Oh, 10 inches long. Shank. And that's about 5. So, doing about a 15, 16 inch. You're looking at a big mama. We gotta fix this. There's no way we can let this go to waste. And I don't think it's even bent in the tip. We'll get to work. There should be a Sunday in the Shop video, but I got something good for Sunday in the Shop. Which you'll see before you see this one. It's pretty good. It was a nice tool. Oh, battery symbol flashing. Tells me I'm talking too long. Get to work. Quick tip. See the shape of that bit? That lets you get down there and grind that pin out without really making this hole bigger, because you're digging under the lip of this ferrule. I think you know what I mean. Oh yeah, we're going to get it apart one way or another. Okay, this is worth your admission prize. We drove it part way out. Well, first we cut the bent parts off. That's either side. We drove it part way out, we ground it smaller, and we got in here and ground the hole. See that? Now we're going to drive it back the other way, because it is stuck in there, and I do not want to use any heat. If I do not have to. So, wish me the best. And I can always put whatever pin I want in here. It just holds the ferrule and the, you know what I mean. And it's out. This is a piece of a Dremel bit I shortened, because I'll shorten and put them in the machine, so they're not so long and wobbly. So that's what I use, and I've used them as pins on stuff too. See how that don't have a point? It's been flattened. That I didn't want to go look for a roll pin point. We'll just put it that way. We used whatever we had available. Yep, we drove it right back out that hole where we had it cleaned up. You can see where that's all rusty and crusty, and you can see where that was a little bit bigger. We did the pin. So there we go. Okay, sit back and relax and enjoy the rest of this video, because for you to be 1 second, me, it's going to be quite a while to clean up this. And I think I'll leave this and start on the wood and see what I can do with the wood. Okay, time for a video clip. This will work. Do not do things like I do like this to make the groove. I have goggles on. I'll show you. See? I should have an actual face shield. I mean, this is dangerous. That's why I got the drill lane now. Ain't that nice and smooth? I had to put some of that adhesive tape around there when I shoved it in there. And it made it all gummy. The bit's in there about that far. I don't want to drill any deeper. We're thinking about chopping this off. We don't mind filling in this a little bit with epoxy. We could try to glue some wood on here. If we had a wood lathe, we would saw this off, glue some wood overnight, wood glue, and you know what I mean. But I mean, look at this thing. Caught myself whining. Sitting there, why am I doing this? Then I'd have to man up. I always think of like Arlie Ermy, remember him? Famous drill sergeant, or John Wayne, telling me to man up. You ever see the little picture with the little boy with the cowboy outfit? Reminds you of Leon and Andy Griffith with the peanut butter sandwich and the 2 cap gun 6-shooters? Yeah, you ever see that poster? You can either cowboy up or go whine in the truck. That old Ice Road Truckers, I can't remember, Alex. It was one of the older guys. What a really nice man. You tell that guy, I got some cheese in the truck to go with that whiny ears. You got to do that stuff. You can't whip out on this. Look at that. And I'm still grumbling. What did I do wrong? I just keep doing that. I'm going to wear that joke out. I'm going to make the guy feel bad. Both guys. Geez, we shouldn't have done that to Jim. I still say Magdad's sitting back there in his chair. I can't wait till he gets that big ugly screwdriver. If it ain't fun, I don't want to do it. Remember, I used to say that a long time ago. If it ain't fun, I don't want to do it. And if it was not the weekend, I would not even want to be doing this. I'm bored. It's warm out, but it's not warm enough to go outside. It's warm enough to keep it nice in here. There you go. That's all you get. A little bit of me whining, growling. I just can't be that way too long. After a while, you start hearing yourself and you know what it sounds like. You need to man up. You need to man up. I don't want to man up. We'll be back. I'll be okay. Stay tuned. My homemade back saw, 24 teeth French, I think it was. If you haven't seen the video, I'm sorry you missed it. It's out there. Oh, I've got my Japanese back saw and stuff, but I'd rather work myself to death with this. Look, at least I'm trying to keep my sawdust in one place so I don't get the place too messy. Good old notebook paper, better than nothing. Okay, quick tip. Check down here with your ferrule. Don't be sanding this too small. You'll wish you never did. What do you think? You think I can make that round with epoxy again? Now I have to find something to put on the end of here. I thought about a golf ball, but they're not really the greatest thing to be using. We've got to put something on here. I threw away the piece we cut off. It's probably about 1 inch. And I haven't been whining. I've been manning up doing this job. It does get monotonous here, sitting there with the 60 grit and 80 grit. And I've been holding it underneath like this, holding the drill up so it really chews it up. We need to save this. We had some of this and threw it away. You can mix that with epoxy and use it as a wood filler on the job you're working on, like in here. You can put something in there. You can roll up some cardboard and stick in there and epoxy all this and then sand it down. So you can fill that all in. It doesn't really matter, but you really should try to do something. It is part of the screwdriver that makes it strong, besides just the ferrule. So Yeah, what do you think? What are we going to do here? Looks like a hammer handle or something. Imagine a boss making you do this for a job. I'd be act like little Billy Mummy. Remember Twilight Zone? You're a bad man. You're a very bad man. Everybody remember that episode? Wish him to the cornfield? There's people scared of the cornfield out at the Children of Corn movie. And I got a video about that showing the locations they filmed it. It's filmed in Iowa. Don't believe we're in the beginning where it says a small town in Nebraska. Trust me, I got the pictures to prove it in a video. Go to my search box and put whatever, Children of Corn or whatever, it'll pop up. It's not monetized, so they can't do anything about it anyway. Okie dokie. Throwing all these tidbits in here. That's what happens when you get cabin fever. We're officially into the middle of cabin fever. We got January and February left. We haven't lost our mind yet. We're still okay. I had to pause there for a second. My head started shaking. You're a bad man. You're a very bad man. You keep thinking bad things about me and laughing at me. Wait till he has to redo the screwdriver. I'm gonna wear that joke out. I'm gonna make the guy feel bad. I'm gonna apologize. I need to apologize to him. I know he knows I'm just kidding. Somebody's gonna be out there, dude, you're pretty hard on the guy who gave you all the junk for free. It's always somebody that doesn't get the joke, right? Boy, you're pretty rough on that guy who gave you that. Oh, even the shaft is bent. Oh, yep, you hear that whine in my voice? Start getting a little more high pitched. Let's get back to work. Okay, we're going to put a golf ball on here. We don't know for sure how we're going to do it. We're thinking about dishing the wood out and then making the hole big in here so we can move it back and forth to get it centered. Now, not every golf ball, but this brand has one spot that's different. It's not a six-sided honeycomb. It is right about that size, and it is round. And I've gotten lucky on this, finding it. You go through the whole golf, you will find it. I don't know if there's two of them, but I know there's one. And when you find it, there'll be 5 of them around it. Okay, we're going to take our drill and start out with the smallest bit. We started by hand. We're going to get our power drill, and we're going to try to drill this as straight as we can. And then we'll probably drill up to a 1/4 inch, have a 1/4 inch pin. Like that. And if I made, like, say, this hole 3/8, I can move it back and forth to get it centered. It's not going to be centered perfect, but I should be able to fill it with epoxy to make that round, to make up the difference. So we'll find out. Let's get back to work. Well, let's spin this and see how straight it looks. Not bad. I just need to make some kind of collar to make up where it's not round. If I can get this out of here. You know, 'cause it's flat there. So it has to, that's the diameter we need. Maybe some aluminum, a pop can. Cardboard would work, because then I could always grind that off when it's stuck to the epoxy. But we'll think of something. We're done for today, so we'll be continuing this tomorrow. For you, it'll just be another second. But we're going to put what we got into the computer so we don't have a big old filled up card. And there we go. That's what it's going to look like when we're done. I mean, I could leave it with the flat spots on there and it would be alright, but we'll give it a shot with epoxy. We have did body work with that before. It's harder to grind than Bondo, but it's not too hard to do. It's worth it. Okay. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll have something around here made, molded, or whatever, and filled up, so that's round. Looking good so far. We're pretty happy. We got a 1/4 inch piece of rod in here and stuck in there with a bunch of tape on it. That's like I have. We need to wobble it back and forth. We got in there and beveled it. We took a picture of that. So that's funnel-shaped piece of wood, so this ball will fit into the wood. Because see where it's round? So see where it disappears into the wood? I think you can see what I mean. It looks like a beer tapper. Or part of a nice fancy shifter knob. Oh boy. No, it'll be some kind of tool. We'll be back. I did find some writing. When I can make it out, it says Evansville. I'm going to put a name like that. And that is like ED, which could mean, that could be a T, patented. And that's it. Maybe somebody can look that up. Is there an Evansville, Indiana? I know some of my cities in different states because I watch the Weather Channel all the time. Weather Nation. They're better. All they have is weather, and that's it. I'm not getting paid for that plug. There you go. You had a minute of staring at it and see what you think. Alright, back to work. Okay, we're going to call it good on this video. We've still got work to do. We have to heat that shank up and put a hole in it, because we're not going to use this one. This is way too big. We're going to come up with something special for that. We did redo the tip on this. It was rounded. It's just part of another screwdriver. There's a really bad spot on there with a lot of deep rust, but it's hidden inside now. So, we got that looking pretty good. What we used, I don't know if we can find, we used this and we carefully went down this thing, getting the rust and everything off, because the sanding drum doesn't do, and it leaves pock marks. And this thing is really bad. We're going to redo it. It is worse than what you even think. So, thanks for watching. Definitely look at the pictures, because this is cardboard right here, and you will see how I epoxied it on there. And I got a 1/4 inch shaft in there about to here, and when we're done, this one's going to be touching it, so you'll actually be able to whomp on this if you wanted to, but we just have to put that hole where the pin goes. But there you go. Look for the picture and you'll see how I put flat gray on it, and then I put some of that pretty turquoise color. Then I had to sand it off. I put a coat of clear on it, it did not look good, so I just sanded it all down. Put 2 coats of this on there. I'm not going to use no clear coat on this. That clear coat, I've been having problems that lifts paint up. It'll actually take the paint away, so we'll twirl it once so you can see it. That's good enough for a screwdriver. I did take some pictures of that. All I know is it says Evansville on it, and it might say patented. So look for that label, that logo, and see what you think it says. Maybe you might know the brand of this screwdriver. That's not centered on the hole, but there you go. We'll pull this out and show you how bad that is where the pits are, though. See how bad these pits are? Aren't you glad they got hidden in there? Oh, there's going to be a few showing here and there. And I'm not done buffing and polishing yet. You can see where I've used my sanding drum, reshaped this, put a tip on it, so that's it. We're out of here. We're gone. Tune in next time.